It's Kirk and Callahan with Kirk Minihane and Gerry Callahan on Sports Radio WEEI.
Mut and Callahan will be a great show, and tomorrow Kirk on with those guys will be fantastic. So will be must listen. I know I'll be listening from 6 a.m. and again at 8 o'clock when Kirk goes on and addresses this in full with the guys. But Ben, tonight here we go from one lunatic to another. We go from one lunatic to another here tonight, Ben. We go from Kirky, who again you'll hear tomorrow, to Rob Bradford, the guy who, ironically, brought Kirk into this station.
As an all-time pivot from Alex Reamer, who definitely was told, like I think the afternoon show guys were yesterday, not to talk about the press release that he read on the air. The guys knew in the last hour for sure about the press release. They kept alluding to it and joking about it, but they never did it. My guess is Alex was told.
I think we should move on from this.
Yeah, he was told you can mention it for a second, have a few comments, and then move on. And that's what he did on to Rob Bradford.
Explain that to me, Mut.
It's time to move on.
Why wasn't he allowed to talk about it?
I have no idea. I don't know why Kirk wasn't. Kirk wanted to be here yesterday. He offered to be here yesterday in studio to break what is pretty significant news at the station and in radio. I think he wanted to be here yesterday. He certainly offered it. I know he reached out to management here and said, I'll go in Wednesday with the guys. And so maybe he can break the news there and each podcast after that. He was not allowed to for whatever reason. So I can't explain, Steve Sanchez, why Alex Reamer was not allowed to talk about it. Or
Glenn Ordway. Glenn Ordway was not allowed to talk about it. Or Kirk Minihane. Or, Rob Bradford or anybody. We had to wait.
And we had to wait for the Globe to get the story.
Yes, wanted to make sure the Globe got the story.
Yesterday,
in the Athletic got the interview.
I'm not sure. I mean, it was out there by then. I'm not sure why you couldn't talk about like we are today, talking about it and reacting to it. That's sort of what the station does. It's what this show is so good at. It is the most honest show in, I don't know if it's Boston radio, all radio, whatever. You would think you'd want to let people have their say about what's happening here. We're doing that today. Kirk will join us here at 8. We wanted him to join us yesterday. It did not happen. And so we were taking phone calls at 617-779-7937. Ken is here. Chris is here. And Kirk will be joining us in studio at 8.
Yes, and he says he's going to come in and, kill us. So get ready. He's not happy.
Be prepared.
It's the Kirk Minihane Show.
Plenty of questions that Deech maybe didn't get to in his podcast last night.
Right.
Breaking down the newest endeavors on radio.com.
The backcourt for Tennessee this year, how are they looking?
Well, they did recruit a really tall shooting guard, which is helpful in that league, especially the SEC. Well, we'll save that for the podcast.
Let's go to Ray is in Walpole. Hey, Ray.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Hey.
So I've been listening for 4 years now. I loved Kirk and Callahan. I loved Dino when he was around. But, I think this time with Kirk out, Mut and Ken and Curtis have been able to blossom as individuals, get more of a role in the show. I feel like it'll be good in the future, but I think there's going to be some stepping stones going forward.
Some stepping stones? Like what?
That means.
Just getting more of a voice in the show, figuring out where the listeners are going to go to. Like other people have mentioned, they might listen more to Kirk on his national broadcast more than this show, but then once trying to evening it all out.
Well, you could do both.
You could do both, yeah.
You could do both. He's going to be on the middays, and we're staying in the mornings, so you can do both.
Competition.
Well, don't you vision the universes colliding? I mean, he's still part of the Intercom family.
Yeah, he's going to be in the studio right next to us.
He told Deech he wants to do a show like he was able to do here. We want to do the show here. Other people did not want that to happen. So I expect, and I know it's going to be his show, it's his brand. I expect there to be some overlap in the two universes, I would think.
Well, he's going to be in the building.
He's right next door to us doing the show.
He'll be in the studio next to Dale and Keefe doing his show.
I was over there yesterday, and I put $5 on your card for you, so you can get one.
You went over there and had a negotiation, and you got
there was no negotiation yesterday.
They just
they showed
you.
him up the pantry. They're like, here's the BCAAs, here's the protein
Did they
shakes.
tell you your
Egg
name was going to be on the
sandwich.
show yesterday?
They did, yes. They said they
tell me.
wanted to call it that, but
I didn't find out till I picked up my Morning Globe, like I do every day.
It had been suggested that you did know about that. I thought you did.
I did not. It did not. I mean, we knew you were part of the show, but that was always part of the plan.
I was told yesterday that if Kirk was back, I would have been an official third.
Correct.
Would I have gotten a new deal then? You
Yes,
think?
they figured. Like I said, you would
More
be
money,
able
or
to
am I
Tom-
paid in creatine? That's
Here we
the
go.
question.
Scene set. 3, 2, 1.
Well, I was trying to get you more money for the last 8 weeks. I kept saying you got to take care of Mut when you were doing nights, during the Red Sox and mornings. And they gave you what, babysitting money?
They took care. I was able to pay the babysitter and pizza money.
Getting it done.
Pizza for.
Which you gambled away in the first 10 minutes down in Mohegan.
I didn't lose $800. My wife heard you say that yesterday. It was only $500.
$500, but I do the math. I say
There's no math on this.
that's how when people say they lose
no
$500,
reason
people
for me
don't
to
tell
lie.
the truth about their gambling debts. You would agree with that?
They just gave him out a bunch of Papagino's gift cards. He's very excited about that.
Joe's in Hadley. What's up, Joe?
Good morning, all.
Good morning.
Mike, you're the best thing that ever happened to this morning program.
Mike.
I think it's
Absolutely.
I think you're.
It's easy to
mistaken.
listen to. There's no I'm better than everybody else, arrogance is gone. It's just easy to listen to, and you guys are going to make it. It's a great program, and I enjoyed the last couple of months. I listened every morning. There was a lot of mornings before Jerry. I used to you couldn't listen to it. I shut it off.
Why?
Sad to say.
Why?
But
Why'd you shut it
that's
off?
the way it was. And Mike,
Yeah, Joe.
down the stretch
buddy.
they come.
There we go.
Oh,
that's my
absolutely.
guy.
I
Joe,
have been a thoroughbred race fan for a lot of years.
You sound like
they can make fun of you, but I just snicker a little bit at it.
they're jealous.
Are you
Joe.
going
They're
to?
jealous.
Are you going to try to talk some racing on this show?
Well, if we're going to be sports centric, the way
because
this
your name
podcast
name is not only on the show; it's the first name on the show. So you have a say in this, Mutt.
Yeah, I have a huge say. Yeah, I was thinking every Friday we'll bring in Jerry Bailey, former jockey, and he'll break down the big races
And
of
we'll
the weekend.
put him in the dunk tank and try to dunk
We're
him?
not going to. No. We're not going to do that. We're going to raise money for permanently disabled jockeys. We'll promote the PDF on Fridays. People like that, right?
What's
More
PDF?
sports centric. PDF, no. Permanently Disabled Jockeys Fund.
PDF.
PDJ.
Permanently disabled.
PDJ.
You've absolutely given to a charity you can't even mention the name of.
It's a tough acronym. PDJ. Permanently Disabled Jockeys.
PDJA.
PDJ.
An update from Mike McNansky.
NYRA.
Mike is in Providence. Hey, Mike.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Mike,
What's going on?
Hey, I just want to give you guys credit. It's always tough when your main horse Kirk leaves. That's a reference for you.
Yeah, thanks, Bob. I got it. Good.
But I think Mutt's making a year step up big. One thing though, Mutt,
Yeah.
you gotta pronounce it's not BCAAs. It's BCAs, man. You gotta know this.
Why? It's branch chain amino acids. BCAAs. No.
No. So, like you said, I'm looking out for you as the new host. It's BCAs, man. I could have 5 people backing up on it, but that's all I want to say, guys.
Mike, I believe you. See, that's typical Hardo and me. I'm pronouncing something I take wrong. I thought it was BCAAs.
What does it stand for?
Branch chain amino acids.
Branch.
You take them before you work out. You don't want to work out in a
Well, that
fasted
does sound
state.
like BCAAs.
I thought so. It says right on the container.
Branch
I can
chain,
take a
and
picture of it and show
and
it.
You know why you take them?
I take them because I've
Help
read
with hangovers.
I've read studies that suggest that if you work out with BCAAs, it's better than working out completely fasted. So it's better for muscle development. You don't lose as much muscle working out with a dose of
So you fast.
BCAAs.
You don't eat anything, and
I
you
don't
take
eat
these
till noon.
drugs.
It's not a drug. It's a natural thing. Why call it a drug? It's not like a horse tranquilizer.
What form does it come in?
It comes in powder. It's a blue raspberry. You put in some
So
water.
you drink a blue powder, and you think that's natural.
Yes, your body
There's no
makes
such
it.
thing as blue
Your body makes
powders
it
that are
anyway.
natural.
Your body makes protein. You use more protein to build muscle. That's the point.
Right.
That's what you do.
Well, it's working, Mutt. Keep it up. Your mustache is coming in good, too.
Mustache looks really good for today. I think it's a perfect day to have a mustache like this.
You're halfway through November, though. You got to pick up the pace.
We will try. We'll try to come back and get to headlines. Kirk Minihane will join us at 8 o'clock in studio on Kirk and Callahan.
It's time once again for Headlines.
I was in England in 1998, and I went on a Catholic. I got confirmed. We went to this retreat.
Oh boy, here we go.
And
Blame the priest
No,
again.
it wasn't a priest. There was a much bigger girl who was following me around the entire time, and she was one of the counselors.
Bigger than you?
Yes, oh yeah, much bigger. And the final night, she was like, we had a campfire, and like whatever, and she like took me to the spot and was kind of not leaving me alone. But that was about it. I said goodbye and didn't do it.
It's time for Curtis, Kirk, and Callahan's Headlines.
The most electric Me Too story of all time, Chris Curtis. Not reported on as much as some of the other ones, but obviously
Great story.
Still scarred by what happened at that
he's like
camp for
almost as
I'm
good
not
as
sure.
you. Is telling those stories when things happen in his life.
Well, hopefully the Vegas story at some point comes up today because that was one of the best stories told of all time. Headlines brought to you by Dr. Robert Leonard and Dr. Matthew Lepresti, the hair doctors Rob Ninkovich at 1-800-GET-HAIR. He survived that, and he's now host of the headlines. He is Chris Curtis. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. Michael Avenatti represented me after I told that story and came to my defense in the Me Too era. It was very nice. And last night, Michael Avenatti was accused of beating his wife, attacking a woman in his apartment.
I'm not sure it was his wife.
Not his wife.
She said it wasn't her. It was some woman. But
here is the statement from the audio you can be heard according to TMZ. It said, "She hit me first. This is bull bleep."
By the way, when someone says she hit me first, that right there is a
Not
confession.
a great defense. Yeah.
That is a confession. That means he hit her, right? He just admitted.
Yes. Yeah.
He just admitted he hit a woman.
Let's hear from Michael Avenatti last night.
First of all, I want to thank the hardworking men and women of the LAPD for their professionalism and their work today. They had no option in light of the allegations. Secondly, I have never struck a woman. I never will strike a woman. I have been an advocate for women's rights my entire career, and I'm going to continue to be an advocate. I am not going to be intimidated from stopping what I am doing. I am a father to 2 beautiful, smart daughters. I would never disrespect them by touching a woman inappropriately or striking a woman.
Michael Avenatti there sounded a lot like Larry Craig.
I am not gay. I never have been gay.
That's a good one, Curtis. I mean,
It's a weird story, man.
I personally, I believe women. You know, I believe all women.
I do too, yes.
And I think he's guilty. I think we don't even need a trial. We don't need due process. He's guilty because he told me you have to believe women in these situations.
Let's hear Michael Avenatti with Rachel Maddow during the Kavanaugh proceedings.
This woman, when she does surface, will be found to be 100% credible by the American public. I would not be representing her if I did not believe her. And if anyone has been paying attention over the last 6 to 7 months, they know that I do not traffic in nonsense or rumor.
Well, Alyssa Milano has disavowed Michael Avenatti after his arrest.
Wow.
Last night she tweeted, "Totally disgusting, and before anyone asks me, yes, I am disavowing Avenatti. I do not care what side he's on."
Okay.
Hashtag basta.
She's doing a lot of disavowing these days. She disavowed the Linda Sarsour, Tomasi's buddy, that radical.
She's on with Tomasi this weekend.
Muslim Sharia-believing moonbat who was on stage with Elizabeth Warren. She disavowed her the other day. So
it's a weird story, though, right? I mean, it's not his wife's, though, Curtis. They're saying that TMZ
you think
first
he cheats
reported.
on his wife?
I think that's possible. Yeah, I would say yes. It's pretty confident. I'm pretty confident in that right now, given that he said this is bull bleep. You know, she hit me first, and this woman already, according to TMZ, was on the sidewalk, her cell phone up, sunglasses on her eyes, saying, "I can't believe you did this to me. I'm going to get a restraining order against you." They first reported it was his strange wife. Now they're saying it wasn't. So there's another woman who already has a protective order against him. He can't go near her. We don't know who the woman is, but it's not his former estranged wife.
That's the presumptive nominee,
weird.
The nominee for the Democrats in 2020.
Well, speaking of the nominees in 2020, President Trump is spending some great amount of time getting new nicknames ready for his rivals.
Is he?
The leader in the clubhouse, according to the New York Post, for Joe Biden is Creepy Joe, a reference to Biden's supposed habit of touching and kissing strangers and staffers alike.
I like Gropey Joe better.
And Neil Smith, an old butt buddy. Are you here, Neil?
Creepy Joe is also a possibility. Last year, as you recall, 2 years ago, there was Lion Ted, Little Marco, and Crooked Hillary. So they're going through those names. And big news in Boston right now, next month in December, when everybody's shopping, there will be no plastic bags in the city of Boston.
This is a done deal?
Yes. Beginning December 14th, the city's plastic bag ordinance will officially begin, meaning businesses will be no longer allowed to dole out those disposable shopping bags typically given to customers.
So this means instead of one trip, from the car to the house after you grocery shop, you have to make like 6 trips, correct?
Or have a paper bag that rips in the bottom, I guess?
That wouldn't be good either.
Did you know that 500 billion bags of plastic get used all over the world every year? And many of them end up in the oceans.
Many of them end up at my house.
So this
For
also
reuse
even
them
applies to
afterwards.
restaurants
For the kids.
for to-go
Really?
orders. So in the Globe, they do a Q&A about Kirk and about this, and they said, let's say I go to a takeout restaurant. Will they put my order in a plastic bag? Nope, sorry. According to the city's website, all bags at restaurants given to customers are subject to the guidelines in the ordinance. They either have to be recycled paper, compostable, or reusable.
Don't you
bags.
Don't you have to chop down trees for paper bags?
Yes. That's
So now
exactly
we're going
what
to
you
chop
do.
down a lot more trees.
A lot more trees. You're going to make it more expensive now. These are obviously more expensive for restaurants. So as a consumer, you're going to pay more for whatever it is. Whether it's
guarantee-
your takeout
I-
or they're gonna, it's the charge will end up back on you.
I haven't done this before, but I guarantee if you Google this, you could find out that the unintended consequences are worse than the consequences for plastic bags.
Same thing with straws.
Right.
Same thing with these plastic straws. The thing Brady promoted over the summer.
Well, we are 1 week away from Thanksgiving, 6 days away from our gobble show, and there is bad news for turkey lovers as there is a virulent drug-resistant bacteria traveling through turkeys.
Really?
With Thanksgiving and turkey dinners just around the corner, food safety investigators are still trying to pinpoint the source of a drug-resistant salmonella that has shown up in some raw turkey around the country over the past year.
The turkey trots.
I eat turkey like every day. That's scary.
Hold on. How does this affect Butch's Thanksgiving show?
Oh, I got to text him. Yeah, he's ready to go. He's going to be doing
Is
all
he?
the high school games, 9 to noon.
9 to noon. I saw the schedule.
Appreciate the call, Mike.
So we'll be checking in from there, and that is headlines.
Ooh, excellent job, Chris Curtis. Headlines brought to you by Dr. Robert Leonard and Dr. Matthew Lepresti, the hair doctors of Rob Nankovich at 1-800-GET-HAIR.
Did you ever hear Tom Brady talk about our relationship? He says we're like almost friends.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
He's said that before,
Yeah.
and I appreciate that. It's very nice. It means a lot to
I've
me.
known Jerry for a long time, and I would consider
I
don't know friends, but
yeah. I'm not sure I could hang out with him. You know, if we wanted to hang out, if I lived near him, if we had free time, he has gone to see Hamilton 3 times. 3 times. I've never seen
loves
any play. I've seen a few plays. They all sucked. I've never seen any of them twice. Maybe Hamilton would be different, but I have a feeling that if I went to see Hamilton, I wouldn't think it is as good as he thinks it is.
If Tom Brady and Giselle invited you and your wife to go see Hamilton, you would go.
Yes, I try
you
different
would go.
things.
You would go. Yeah, you
Sure,
You
I would
try
try
a lot of different things.
I do too.
You eat the same yogurt every day. You
different
have the
flavors.
same yoga schedule every day.
Listen to you. You don't eat anything every day.
Okay, but I do.
But I've
I
been
do
to-
different things. I try a
That's
lot more
not
than
true.
you do.
That's not true. I try all kinds of different, musics and movies. I try different things.
Did you watch Wind River yet?
I'm going to.
I
I don't
told
do
you.
that on weekdays. I do my job.
Well, there's nothing going
My
on
job is
yesterday.
the
There was
Celtics-
nothing going on. You
Yes.
could have easily watched a 2-hour
Yes,
movie.
I was on the phone like I am every day, trying to, save my show. But obviously, that
What?
didn't work out.
Can I ask? I guess I'll ask you now. Why didn't you text me back?
When?
I reached out to you last night when the press release hit.
I didn't know I was supposed to.
We're going to be on the show the next day. You think we should talk at some point?
I didn't know. Well, do we have to talk every night, you and me now?
No. I'd like
Jesus.
to. No?
Oh, God.
Well, it was
no.
kind of. I was surprised you didn't at least reach back. I sent you a sarcastic text about this terrible press release
I was
they
pissed.
issued out.
Okay, I was pissed. And I still
At
am
me?
pissed.
What did I
no,
do?
of course not at you.
So you're taking it out on
What,
me
are you
by
gonna-
not
what, are you going to turn into
texting
Kirk
back?
on me now?
I was
Little
surprised.
psycho?
I was surprised that you didn't text me back. Or reach
First of
back
all,
out.
I had about 20 texts mocking me, and reveling in my misery. I had a lot of those, and I didn't listen to the podcast. Tucker was on. Avenatti got arrested. I had other things to do, but I was literally on the phone with the boss. One last ditch effort to repair things.
Well, even as late as last night, you're
Yes.
trying to get that.
Yes. This is not good. What do you want me to say?
It's not what anyone wanted here. We will
I
hear
will
from
keep
the
that
man.
in mind. I will keep that in mind that you want to immediately.
No.
What did you even text me? I forget.
I texted you about this awesome press release. I thought you'd respond
I couldn't
back.
even look at it. I didn't look at it.
And we'd at least talk about today at some
I
point.
didn't look at it. It's comical. We'll talk to Kirk at 8 and find out if he stands by all those comments in the press release. And
I don't stand by one paragraph, which I'm sure we'll get to.
and I didn't find out the name of my new morning show until this morning. I swear to God.
I could have told you if you texted me back. Could've given
I'm sorry.
information.
Tonight we'll talk. Bob is up in Lynn. What's up, Bob?
What's up, Bob?
Did he just hang up on me?
No, he's right there. Sorry, Bob. Go ahead. It's Gerry on the phones.
First of all, I didn't think it would ever end well for Kirk in Boston, but that's neither here nor there. You guys will be fine. Gerry, you're a survivor. Mutt's learning. Now he's got a little leverage if he knows how to use it.
What's leverage, sir? What does that mean?
Well, if your name's on the show, I think you kind of get a raise.
Well, they promised free creatine and the new snack room over there.
Did you get a raise?
And I keep my gym pass. Yeah.
You met with the bosses yesterday.
I did not get a raise.
You did
no.
not. Okay.
I have no contract after
That'll
say
become my new.
2018.
That'll become my new part-time job. It was for the last 8 weeks was saving this show. Now it's going to be getting Mut a raise. I'm going to work on that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, there you go. You did a good job in keeping Kirk. So good
you did
luck.
a great
No,
job.
I failed. I admit it. Kevin's in New Hampshire. Hey, Kevin.
Hey guys, what's up?
Kevin,
what's happening?
Taking my call. I'm really just beside myself that Kirk's leaving. I think the inevitable is going to happen, which is WEEI will be a country music station in 2 years. They will be a merger with the Sports Hub, and I'm very disappointed.
Why
wouldn't
WEEI?
Why
don't
would
think
you
it's
ever
gonna
do
happen.
that makes no sense at all. You just giving up one revenue stream, one very successful station.
It makes no sense now because Kirk has helped propel the ratings up to where they are, and you have a profitable sports hub, so it doesn't make sense now. But if WEEI goes back to where it was a few years ago with, Mike Salk, I can see that happening. But before I leave, gentlemen, can you guys clarify something with Kirk? Is he that caller Blair who calls every day?
No.
I swear,
No.
Kirk is that caller Blair.
He's not Blair. I've seen Blair stay on hold for hours at a time.
Blair
on
got an
Red
air
Sox.
conditioner.
Yeah. Blair calls Ben Maller. That is not Kirk. Kirk has occasionally called
What's
his...
Kirk's Twitter is what do you call burner account? Do you know?
I don't know if he has that, but he's Kevin in Boston when he calls in. I know that.
Calls into
Bomani.
Bomani.
Yeah.
Right. And he's,
He's not Blair
Tangway
from Maine. No, he's not that.
It's at Fred Toucher.
Ooh, I like that. 617-779-7937. Kirk and Callahan. Kirk joins in at 8.
6:06 trending now on WEEI. Tom Brady speaking has a gash on his leg, bitten by one of the security dogs at practice earlier today.
Oh, no!
Tom Brady has a scar on his quad from being bitten by a dog after practice.
Abject idiot here.
And now tonight, he got bit by a dog.
Mike
Good
Banansky,
morning,
Joy
everybody.
Anderson
Good morning. Good
I've
morning.
been defending you all morning. You trusted the Globe.
I
That's what
did.
you did.
It's my fault, Jerry.
But you said he was stupid, though.
Of course.
Right. Yeah.
Mutt, the floor is yours. Go ahead. I want to hear your defense.
It started yesterday.
Seriously, go ahead.
I was getting ready for the show last night.
I forgot I came on with you
That
guys the
was
next
awesome.
day.
That was at the Super Bowl.
That was the highlight of Super Bowl week.
It was
was
a highlight,
hashtag,
yes.
thanks to this show,
Well, there was also a
hashtag
fight.
Mutt to Fortman.
There was also
We
a
got it
fight
done.
among those Houston guys.
But
at
that
the
wasn't
next
as big
table.
for
That was
us.
pretty good.
That wasn't
the
as big for
highlight
us.
of Super Bowl week was when Minihane was on one of his, little tantrums
On the app? Oh,
and he
right.
stood up and he pointed at all the other shows and said, "These shows all suck." And he stood up and said, "That show sucks. That show sucks." And they're all
You're
doing
a drip. You're a bore.
And they're all doing their shows and they're looking at him and he's going, "That show sucks. That show," and they go, "Is he talking about me?" But those were the days. Now we're moving on.
I liked the because I know how much enjoyment he got out of it. I lived to make Kirk happy.
Yes, you did.
And Curtis said the hardest he's seen Kirk laugh is when he gave him the app and the phone, let him listen to that
In the Mall of America.
that night
That's
in
true.
the Mall of America, where he was in tears, listening to me suggest
It's
that Tom
true.
Brady had been bitten by a dog and that no one else besides me had reported on it.
I will say this: he likes you. I mean, he doesn't like a lot of people. He likes you. He likes
I love
being
him.
around you. And he's going to join us shortly. And how's this for a tease?
Yes.
We've been doing the show for how long? 5 years?
Yeah, 2013. Yeah,
5 years.
Yeah.
5.5 years or something. A long time. And we're good friends. We were good friends, Kirk and I. We've never had a fight, like a real off-the-air fight. I mean, a legit off-the-air fight.
Yeah.
We've gotten along great. We have on-the-air fights. I can't say that about every partner I've ever had.
understood. Yeah,
We're about to have our first. He's very upset. We'll find out
on
why.
the air or off the air.
Both, yes. I don't even know why.
Huh.
I don't even know why. But he's very upset, so he wants to do have it out on the air. So that's coming up shortly.
All right, what'd you think? Well, he's going to be in the building soon. You want to break? A lot of people that are like that. I think people that like the Kirk and Callahan show will continue to listen to Gerry Callahan in the mornings here. I think those people are going to be here for a long, long time.
Good,
It's
like
an
we go to
established
breaks,
spot.
they can listen to Kirk, and then when we come back, they can listen to us and be almost like Kirk and Callahan.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. You ready? Kirk?
No, we'll go to break.
Okay.
You see these calls.
I see. We can,
Kevin wants to talk about BCAAs with you.
I understand.
Are we going to have to do that every day now? Talk about your fitness routine?
7:50 every day.
Oh, good.
I have some thoughts about how to get you back in shape.
All right, great.
Maybe stop doing yoga and maybe mix it
yoga.
up.
Yoga's really bad.
Mix in
for
some
you.
weights every now and then instead of the cardio and the yoga where you fall asleep in yoga across the street. You can do that, make you stronger.
You can train me.
The big news, obviously, is Kirk Minihane is headed to radio.com for his own show. It means he's leaving this show. He will join us on his own show in studio next.